Hello everyone, welcome back to another part of the Mass Effect walkthrough with Amelia Shepard and your host Lord V-Man. And yeah, we're basically halfway through the main quest with two of the main planets done. Third one still yet to go, and we'll follow up some more after that, but we'll get to that once we're actually doing them. And the assignments are going at a fairly decent pace as well, so I'm tempted to say that we're halfway through the game, like basically 50% done, woohoo, if you want to put it like that, but I'm not 100% sure. There's quite a lot of assignments still left to do. That's why we are going to dedicate this session to assignments. Every single video will be an assignment or a planet or whatever. And we'll start with the Investigate Samples assignment. Locks mentioned something about the Metano system, the Maroon Sea cluster. Pretty good place to start the investigation. That's where we're going to head towards to, yeah. We found this on Pharaohs. And they talked about Cerberus. We've already heard about Cerberus from Admiral Kahoku, right? They don't sound like a nice bunch, to be frank. But oh yeah, right, no talking time first. We have finished the main quest planet, and I think it's about time that we do our rounds again and talk to everyone's ship. So this will be a video of talking. Hope I can get it all in one video. They tend to talk a lot. Oh yeah, might as well replenish some medical. Oh, nice. Hey, Doc.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Anything new?
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right now, but humanity needs the Alliance.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Alright, Yara, how's it going?
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
We already talked about that. Why not talk about why not talk about Liara?
Maybe we could pick up where we left off. You were telling me about your interest in the Protheans.
Actually, I think I was talking about my interest in you, and making a fool of myself in the process. As I said, I am not used to dealing with people, especially humans. I did not really know much about your species when we first met, Shepard. I found it hard to take humanity seriously. Your kind always seemed so rushed and high-strung.
We don't have the luxury of time. An Asari can live for 1,000 years. We're lucky if we hit 150.
That is true. At first I thought that was a weakness of your species. After spending time with you and your crew, however, I think it may actually be an advantage. You humans are creatures of action. You pursue your goals with an almost indomitable determination. It is an admirable trait, but also an intimidating one.
You're scared of us?
Unfortunately, the rest of the galaxy sees humanity as something of a bully. You run over anyone in your path to get what you want. It is up to people like you to change their minds, Shepard.
I'm doing the best I can, Liara.
There is a reason the Council chose you to become a Spectre. They saw something special in you. The best of what humanity has to offer. I looked into your history. I know what you did during the Blitz. It was a remarkable display of courage and heroism.
Why does everyone want to talk about that? I don't even know exactly what happened. It was said in the beginning of the game and when I created my character, but it was like a war hero, right? So, okay, I'm a war hero, apparently. Yeah, you didn't really have to look it up, I mean, not that special.
Why are you so interested in me?
I wanted to know more about you, to understand what made you into the woman you are. There is something compelling about you, Shepard.
Okay.
You're interested in me because of my visions. You just want to know more about the Protheans.
I admit, your connection to the Protheans had something to do with my initial interest. But it has grown beyond that. You intrigue me, Shepard. But I was not sure if it was appropriate to act on my feelings. I thought there might already be a relationship between you and Lieutenant Alenko.
You're a female, so. Yeah, Kaden. Are we going to go that way? Yeah, sure, why not? I think that's appropriate for the character. Or should we go Liara? No. We're going the Kaden direction, if you don't mind. And now a lot of people are like, ah, dang it.
I care about Kaden. A lot.
I thought so. Still, I feel as if there is also some attraction between us, Shepard.
Ooh, snap. Just want to be friends. French? What? Yeah, that's the relationship kill.
I'm not interested in you in that way, Liara.
This is very embarrassing for me, Commander. Please, let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
I should go.
Whoops.
Goodbye, Commander.
Yeah, I should go. Anyway. Actually, it's pretty interesting if you just pursue both. I did it with my male character the first time I played, or actually the only time I played. But then, of course, not with Kaden. Of course. And eventually they will actually come up to you, both of them, and you have to make a decision, like, at the spot. They confront you with it. Quite brutally. Pretty fun. Hello, Kaden.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Of course. Have a seat.
A seat?
We've played it pretty
Where?
close to the book so far, but we're a long way from backup. We've got some tough calls to make. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard. Commander.
That's not the appropriate way to address your commanding officer, Lieutenant.
I wasn't speaking to you as my commanding officer, ma'am. I don't want to send any bad signals. Just, working on what I've picked up. You tell me if I'm going too far.
We haven't had much off-duty time to talk. You have an issue with how things are going?
I'm not questioning any decision you've made, Shepard. Let me be clear about that. It's just my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed. Do you get my meaning?
Talk to me, Kaden. You got a little black rain cloud sitting over your head.
I'll try to keep the deck dry. You know the records about the biotic training out on Jump Zero? They're all classified, because the Alliance made mistakes. After first contact, Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for help when we just fought a war with them.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Mercenaries? Oh yeah, that's the way to go. Alliance hiring some mercenaries.
I'm sure Kinetics did what they thought was best.
It wasn't best for us. They brought in an ex-military Turian named Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, "I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father." When I told him my dad wasn't in the war, he'd retired to Vancouver. My family had an inland home that matured to new beachfront. Vernus had it in for me after that. He cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died. The point of all of this, I guess, is that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
So why are you telling me this? Is there something I can do to help you get over it?
I'm 32, Shepard. You don't serve as long as I have without coming to terms with yourself. You also learn that if someone is special to you, you help them. Try to keep them from making mistakes.
Special, huh?
If I'm out of line, just say the word.
You're not out of line, Caden. But there are regs.
I get you, Shepard. I don't make a habit of complicating the chain of command. Just think about what I said.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm
Going
glad
in
there
a
aren't many
completely
aliens
different
like
direction.
Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. One of my cousins has an agribusiness. I was thinking of calling him. Maybe he can get some shipments into Pharos. I mean, now that they're cut off from the company.
Okay.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
Sure. Oh, yeah, there's something here. Right. Oh, locker. Inventory. We have recovered stuff. Awesome. Yeah, we'll do the loadout later, off screen. We'll talk over. I'm going to try to like organize these uploads a little bit better. Previously, I just wanted to do 15-minute videos of everything, but I noticed that it's sort of, I don't know, I think it's easier for actually using this walkthrough as, you know, proper walkthrough, which is, I don't know, kind of supposed to be. That might be easier if all the videos are like neatly packed together and contain something like this now. One big talking hour with the entire crew.
What do you want, Shepard?
So the videos might get longer. Just saying.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, But not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left. And that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
What's so important about this armor?
It's a relic. Useless, really. But it was worn by 5 generations of my family before the war. It's rightfully mine. Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Ton Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people. He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Alright. New mission acquired from Rex.